Welcome back, I'm Juan Salazar and this is JackFit, and today we're going to review the technique of the squat, how to do it with proper form and safety. So let's begin. Squats is one of the main exercises for legs and it should be in your workout routine. Some people change the squat for the leg press because it is more comfortable to do. You can do it sitting or you can do it laying down. When you are doing squat, you have to know that you are carrying the barbell over your shoulders. So you are using the muscles of your back to hold the bar, you are using the muscles of your core and your lower back as well as your glutes to keep the stability, and of course you are using your legs. So as you can see, the squat is not just an exercise for leg, you are using other muscles. Once we know this, let's see how to do a squat. First, you will need some equipment. You will need the weight you are gonna lift. It can be dumbbells, medicine ball, or the most common and the most effective, the barbell. This is the most effective because we can carry more weight. If we are lifting heavier, we are using more our muscles. And the second thing we will need is a correct footwear. It must be weightlifting shoes like this one, in which the heel is higher than the toes. With these shoes, you are able to do a deeper squat. And of course, a deeper squat means more work. I know some of us don't have this footwear, so I give you this option. Perform the squat without shoes and step on some small plates to rise or heels just like with the weightlifting shoes. It must be a hard base, like the plates. Don't use a soft base like an exercise pad. Once we have the equipment, we can start to do squat. The first step is figure out which is our starting position. This depends on each person. It could be a closed stance or a wide stance. You have to look for the stance which allow you a deeper squat and of course you feel comfortable. As I said before, a deeper squat is more work. When we already know our starting position, we have to decide what kind of squat are we gonna do. It could be a front squat or a back squat. I strongly recommend to the beginners start practicing with the front squat because the technique of this exercise is difficult and there could be some mistakes. One of the most common is lift your upper body forward and curve your lower back. What happens with the frontal squat is that if we have one of these mistakes, the barbell will just roll over our shoulders. But if we do this mistake with a back squat, then the barbell will push the weight against the floor, increasing the lever in our lower back and increasing the injury risk. So start practicing the technique with a front squat, and once you get the correct technique, you can start practicing your back squat. To grab the barbell in the front squat, we have to set it a little lower than the height of our shoulders. Crouch under it and put it close to your neck. Lead your arms forward and place the weight over your shoulders. As you can see, the weight is totally over our shoulders. Then bend your elbows and hold the barbell crossing your arms in this way. This is the front grip. For the back squat, you have to set as well the barbell a little lower than your shoulders. Crouch under it and send your shoulders as back as you can without raise them. In this way, the trapezius will be the perfect base for the barbell. Hold it in the sides to keep the stability and keep the elbows back to don't lose the position of your back. This is the back grip. To raise the barbell from the rack, you have to get it properly. Keeping your back straight, extend your legs to raise the weight. The most common mistake here is to stand behind the barbell and lift the weight performing a hip extension. In this way, you are using your lower back to lift the weight, increasing pretty much the injury risk. First, we have to lead our hips back and then bend our knees. The weight is properly distributed, reducing the injury risk. A common mistake is perform only a knee flexion, setting a lot of stress in this joint, which used to suffer easily when you do wrong movements. Well, we already know how to grab the barbell and how to start the descent, but until where? This depends on every person and on their flexibility. It has to be as deep as you can, of course always keeping the proper form and keeping your lower back straight. At the beginning, maybe you only can do a quarter squat or a 90 degrees squat. The important thing is that in every repetition, in every training, you have to try to go a little lower. And as I said, always watching your technique and keeping your lower back straight. At this point, it's very important to say that your upper body must be as vertical as possible. This could be different in every person, but you shouldn't lead your body forward unnecessarily, because this increases the lever in your back, increasing the risk of injury. Once we are in the deepest position, we just have to go up to finish the movement. Focus on push your legs against the floor, at the same time you push with your hips forward. A lot of people just focus on push with the legs against the floor and they forget to push with their hips forward. This means that they are not using their glutes as much as they can, and this reduces your strength. Now you know how to do a squat, but you still have to watch out some details. Your head has to be in a neutral position, looking forward. If you have to see yourself in the mirror to correct the technique, this shouldn't be for more than a couple seconds. The weight should be distributed throughout the whole sole of the foot. This means that in the whole movement, the heel must be on the floor. Also, the tip of the toes must be aligned with the knees. A common mistake is have the tip of the toes in a wrong position. This produces some curve, making lose stability in the knees and putting more stress in this joint. Some people have instability in their knees, making them shake or going inside. To correct this and protect the knees, we are gonna use a rubber band. Our objective is open our knees as much as we can. We can do a couple sets in our warm-up at the beginning, or just do the exercise with the rubber band. The breath will help us to protect our lower back. First, we have to get as much air as we can. Then, hold it and squeeze our core in the bottom part of the squat. You can blow the air once you do the hardest part of the exercise, and never hold the breath for more than 3 seconds. If you can't complete the movement in this time, just drop the bar. And well, this is everything for today. I hope you guys like it and understand how to do a squat with the proper form. My name is Juan Salazar and this is JackFit. See you in the next video.